Hey everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. Today I'm going to be talking about how to sell on eBay, and in particular, it's going to be sort of a mashup between how to sell on eBay, especially if you're new, and a whole video of some things that I picked up from some garage sales recently. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about getting started if you're new, and then I'll also be talking about the different things I picked up, why I picked them up, and what I think I can sell them for. I'll also be talking a little bit about, say, finding something that you may not know exactly the value of. For example, this one of the vases I found, pardon me, but how to go about figuring out what it is, how to go about finding the value of it, because I know that's a question I get asked a lot and I see a lot in the groups, is valuing items and how to know what to sell things for. So as we go along, I'll really be focusing on the things I picked up, why I decided to pick them up, and how I figured out what it was so I could figure out what to ask for it when I list it. Most of the things I have here, I have listed already. There's a few that I have not. Oh dear, storm clouds are rolling in. So if the lighting gets funky, my apologies. All right, so I am live. Hi, everybody. I'm probably going to keep the chat to a minimum unless it's something pertaining to what we're doing. And then at the end, if there's questions and stuff, I'll address them or do a little more in the chat. So there we go. So I'd like to welcome you. If you're new, please go down there and hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when I put out new videos. I also have my List Perfectly link down there where you can get 30% off your first month. This is a way that I can list very quickly across multiple platforms, and I made a whole separate video about that. So it's something, if you're interested in, is there. All right, let's get started. Why don't I go ahead and start with the vases that I picked up. I got these two vases. Oh gracious, how much did I spend them? I think I spent $12 at this particular garage sale. So we'll just say I spent, I don't know, around $8 because I bought two things and I believe I spent 12. There were these two vases, and when I saw them and picked them up, I don't see anything, but can y'all see me okay? Y'all let me know in the chat. When I picked them up, first of all, I knew at least the motif was Japanese, whether they were made in Japan or not, because I recognized Mount Fuji pretty quickly. So Japanese, for one. I do a lot of jewelry, and one of the types of jewelry I like to pick up a lot is called damascene. And so this kind of reminded me of damascene because damascene frequently has a black background, and then there's other metals inlaid, but it's not. But this is where one of the points I want to get to is that if you can take what little, like for example, what little I knew about it, and I can use that to kind of drive me in the right direction when I'm doing my search, then I can end up finding out what it actually is. So let me screen share real quick. So what I ended up doing, this is the wrong one, is I originally just typed in a Google search for Japanese and then metal and then vase to see what popped up. And that's how I started my search to find, what is this called? What can I get for this? And I started noticing that, yes, they weren't called damascene, but a lot of them were called mixed metal. And then I started noticing some of them are called chokin, and apologies if I say it wrong. So chokin, Japanese vase. So when I typed that in, I was able to find more specifically the same types of things that I had, and it led me to narrow my focus on what I had. So here is a pair of Japanese, again, chokin mixed metal vases, which looks pretty much exactly like what I've got. So these two vases are up for $66. Now, hang on, let me make myself a little bit bigger. And I'm going to be dropping little things like stream of consciousness as we go along. In just a second, I will. But so yeah, I've totally lost my train of thought again. Welcome to my world. I picked these up, and the thing with these two, I went back and forth because the condition was not great. So it's something like, as you can see, the rim is pretty messed up. I tried polishing them up and like cleaning them up some, but there's some sort of surface wear. So I don't think that I can ask for the same amount. Well, when it comes to pricing, You price how you want to price. Everybody's got their own method. Some people want to be the bottom listing, like because they want to sell it quick. Say they bought it for $1, they're happy to get $10 for it. They want to move it fast. If you're willing to wait for the money to come in, then you price it for what you want. I generally kind of scan everything. I don't just go off eBay solds. I'll look on eBay, Etsy, Mercari. I'll do a Google search, see what's out there on the internet. And then I base my price off of sort of a wide variety of factors. Generally, I'm on the higher end because I don't mind waiting. And also, I usually put best offer on my items. So if it's been sitting a while and someone sends me an offer, then I have the option of taking it. So there's that. Then, yeah, so that's that. I would also say that if you're new, try to avoid picking up things that are damaged. I don't know. I hate giving that advice because I never took it myself. So I don't know. I know that because of the damage on those, I might be sitting on them for a little while, but that's okay. Those I haven't listed yet, but I'll probably end up listing them around the $40 to $50 mark, just based on what I've seen out there. And I haven't decided yet. Normally I don't like selling things in lots or pairs. And so I haven't decided yet on these if I'm going to sell them one off, like if maybe somebody just wants one of them, or if I should lot them up and sell them together. I can see how someone might want to. So I haven't really decided. I think that may be what my holdup is on those. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, so let me move on. Oh, my cats are coming. The other item, let me go ahead and share that. The other item that I got at that same garage sale, might as well go there, is this fish. I really enjoy picking up metal items, figural items, and this big fish serving tray caught my eye. And so I'll say I probably spent $2 on this because I think I spent $12 at this garage sale, 10 on those and 2. You get the idea. Anyway, so that's the whole idea. If you're new to this, is finding stuff that you can get for cheap. $10 is kind of a lot for me to spend on an item unless I want to make a really good profit on it. So I try to buy stuff really, really cheap, just so I'm not out a lot up front. Again, people have different strategies for that, and there are times when I will spend more to make more. I mean, once I bought a lot of jewelry from somebody for $500, but that has made a lot of money for me. So metal fish, this serving guy, let me flip over and show you. Again, I didn't look it up when I got there, but I figured for $2, I knew I could at least get $20 for it. So let me show you what I found. And again, on this one, I just typed in metal divided fish serving. This one is made in Mexico, and it did end up having a maker, so that will help me eventually. But here you can see there are a couple up that are around $30, $36. And as I said, I do look at solds, but I don't always go solely off of solds as far as that goes. I saw that and I opened it up because I just picked up a fish like that at Goodwill, or was it Savers, just recently. So anyway, so this fish I bought for $2, probably will be able to sell it for $30. So that'll make me, after fees and everything, probably about a $20, $25 profit. And yeah, so there's that. I get this question too. I don't do free shipping. So the buyer will pay shipping on the items that I sold here. Okay. I guess we'll just dive into some of the other stuff. Okay, the next things that I got, I'm going to share. They're not typically the stuff, like if I saw these at a thrift store, chances are unlikely that I would have picked them up for like thrift store prices. But I got them at this garage sale. I think I spent $11 total at this garage sale and got a ton of stuff. So these were probably maybe like a quarter. And so I figured, okay, for a quarter, I can pick these up and flip them. What did I have them listed for? So I pulled up let's share. I have these up. I put mine up because I was like, well, I already did the research on some of these. I might as well just share what I've already done. Have I not listed these? I have the photographs up. But chances are likely, I couldn't find, I remember researching them, so I don't know. I won't dig too far into that. But chances are probable that they'll go up for around $20, and they will be up here. I'll put those together. Again, same garage sale. I got so much stuff at this one. I'm going to try to pick this up. This is what caught my eye initially. It's this. This was the big ticket item there. This was $5, and it's a vintage Halloween jack-o'-lantern, and there you can see the lights in there. I think I shared this on. I may have shared it on Instagram. I don't know. The little light pops in the back right there. And the thing is, though, I didn't really look it over super carefully at the garage sale, and it turns out there's a big crack on the back of it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to hold it up. You can see there's a big crack, and it may have been repaired. Let me move it back over here. Hang on. If it weren't damaged, I would probably be listing that for about $40 or more. But I can't decide now if I'm going to sell it or just keep it. I think I could still list it and make a good profit off of it. I think I could probably still get at least $20 off of it, but I really like it. So I can't decide. And the cracks in the back, so I'm like, maybe I should just keep it. It's really awesome. And it's big. Like, I have a little one, but I don't have one that big. So I'm on the fence about that. Halloween's a big deal around my house. So that one might be a keeper. But for example, if that were something that you were picking up, say at a garage sale, you could get probably about 40, maybe more for that. And I would definitely take pictures with the lights on, showing it was working and all that fun stuff. Okay. I know I'm not talking a lot in the chat. I hope y'all are doing okay. Maybe just listening. Anywhere along the way, and if you see something or want to interject or say, don't forget about this, because I will forget about stuff. Okay, same garage sale, same deal. Like, if I saw this cutesy little scarecrow at Savers for $3, I would walk right by it. But because it was at that garage sale where I got big ticket item there for $5 and everything else was, I don't know, like a quarter here, $1 there. It was, I walked out of there with a ton of stuff and I paid $11. So I got this guy, and I didn't find another like him, but I think a few of these were like kind of like the painted pottery, because they're signed. That one's LB, and then there's a date. Like, I think somebody painted. They did a good job. Whoever did, they're all signed by the same person. So I think that's the deal with these. But he was pretty cute, and he was signed. Gosh, I can't think of my words. Anyway, he was pretty cute, and I thought I could do okay by him. And this little scarecrow I have listed for $17. And again, I have best offer on it. So if somebody sent me an offer, I know that's probably the higher end, because when I searched like cute scarecrow, Thanksgiving decorations, there were some more, there were some less, but I went on the higher side because maybe, here's my thinking too. You've probably heard me say this before. If it's not exactly what somebody's looking for, like there could be 100 scarecrows up there, but this is the one that somebody wants. This is like, oh, I don't want that one. Its legs are too skinny, or I don't want that one. It doesn't go with my color scheme, or it could be a million different reasons. So that's another reason I like putting whatever price I want on it, because if somebody sees this guy and is like, that is exactly what I'm looking for, or it was exactly like the one my grandma had growing up, I have to have it, then my price is not going to be a problem for them, and they can send me an offer if they want. Sorry, my bra straps are showing. Okay, so, and this one does actually have some damage also. There were a few little chips on the back, but since they are on the back, and since overall I think it is pretty good, then I went with it. But again, I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was somewhere else. So let me go ahead. There's some more. They had like a whole box of like seasonal stuff. I really enjoy, and list your seasonal stuff year round too. Okay, just listening. Okay, great, Sammy, thanks. List it year round, because I have sold Christmas stuff. I just sold a Christmas shirt. I do print on demand as well. I just sold a Santa shirt yesterday. So yeah, it's Christmas in July, people. So definitely, why can't we get a Halloween in June or something? Because come on, we need 2 Halloweens. So this is another one that was in that box, probably 50 cents or something like that. Again, signed by, I think it's the same person, but I think if it, unless it's somebody else, I don't know. They did a really great job. I love the drip paint look of that yellow and orange. Let me take this guy off. Now I was a late night listing, and you know, when you're late night listing, you can talk yourself into anything. I can anyway. So I may have priced it a little higher than high, but I did end up pricing it around 20 bucks. I just really liked it and thought, why not? Right. But this was a midnight listing session for me. So I might eventually lower the price. I don't normally do that, but I might, because I did list him for 20 bucks. We'll see. It doesn't hurt. I mean, you can always lower the price. It doesn't, it's not going to, Sammy just sold some Halloween stuff last week. Sweet. Okay. Then another item, same deal. And I actually had somebody message me about this ghost, so I may not end up, did I already post it or not? I know I started writing the listing for this one, but I don't think I finished putting it up. No. This little ghost was another one. Isn't it adorable? I could not find, again, signed Butler. I couldn't find another one. So it may just be one of those like vintage pottery type, where you painted pottery type of deal, but I just thought it was super duper cute. Again, probably got him for $1. Like, this is one that if I saw it for $1 or $2 at Savers, I would probably get it because I love Halloween stuff. Thanksgiving, I don't sell as much Thanksgiving type stuff, but who knows? Maybe I'll eat my words. And so I will probably list him for about 20 bucks because I did look it up and I couldn't find another one like it. And again, it might just be one of those things that somebody wants something that they've had from their childhood. It's a memory and it makes them very happy and they're willing to pay the 20 bucks for it. All right, same garage sale. I'm going to keep going on that one. This little Thanksgiving, I'll take that out for a second. A turkey plant. I've never seen a turkey planter. Have you? Maybe you have. I have not. But it was a turkey little planter. It's not great inside. And this is one that, again, I also posted. I put it for 20 bucks. Posted. I don't know why I keep saying that. This one, there was like one little chip on the back, like so. I probably paid 75 cents on it and did, again, list it for $20. The bag of jewelry that I got there, actually the one thing that I listed from it is not in the bag. I already have it put away, but I can show you a picture of it. So when I saw this bag of jewelry, again for $1, let me get this going over here and find it. The thing that grabbed me out of it was this copper butterfly, which was in the bag with these other items. But as soon as I saw it, that's something like copper jewelry, mixed metal jewelry. Even if you know nothing about jewelry, if you see stuff like that, pick it up. Something that looks really unique. This is a nice copper by Bell. It's marked on the back. And I'll probably be able to get 20, 25 bucks for it. The rest of it, the rest of it will probably end up in a jewelry lot that I make. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it necessarily, but I probably won't list those items on their own. So as you can see, especially if you're new to this, it can very easily, like I say, spending $11 and then being able to make, I haven't even tabulated how much yet, 100 or 200 so far, maybe. I haven't tabulated. Anyway, so at least I have kind of a mess here. As I was leaving that garage sale, I saw these. Grab them. I grabbed the other one. And these are Tupperware sandwich keepers. And they wanted $1 for the pair of them. They were 50 cents a piece. And so they were clean. They looked really good. I don't sell a lot of Tupperware, but when I see stuff that I don't see frequently, then I think, okay, let me go ahead and get those. And so I have these listed actually together for 20 bucks. So again, turning $1 into 20 bucks after fees and stuff, it's probably like a $15 profit. And those just start adding up. And I was going to talk a little bit when I first got started, but if you're new here, welcome. This is my brain, how it works. I wanted to come on and talk a little bit too about like my passion for this, because as many of you know, this was a way, like I used to teach public school, and this was a way for me after I quit teaching and started staying home with my kids that I could make some money for myself. So I was not relying on someone else for income. And so I feel very, I hate to say passionate, but I feel very strongly about sharing this information and sharing this because you never know. I get messages, I get emails from people, and so it really drives me even more to make the point of, it may start small and it may seem like, oh, I've only made, $50 this week or whatever, but if you keep at it and you keep going, you will be able to get to the point where you can stand on your own 2 feet with this. So, and that ended up being where my path led, and I was so grateful that I had started when I did, and that it snowballed and got me to the place where I was able to get out of a bad situation. And so anyway, I'm not going to get on a huge soapbox about it, but I appreciate the messages that I get saying, hey, you have no idea that this really got me through, or this really, anyway. So I just want to say that. Don't be discouraged if it's hard at first. Everything's hard at first, but just keep at it and keep your chin up, because you'll figure things out and you'll learn as you go. That's another really cool thing is, as you go, you'll learn new things to pick up. You'll learn new things, better ways, and you'll get there. Okay. Oh, there's my soapbox. Now I'll get off of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I got at that garage sale. I think I got that one too. Please don't drop lid. Hang on. The lid is caught. Okay, there it is. Okay. I got it. So this was 75 cents. And this was a little jack-o'-lantern like tea light holder. This one is a party light. I don't normally look at party light stuff, but it might be something I start just doing a quick look up on my phone when I'm out. I got this for 75 cents, and I have it listed. I could pull up all the research that I did, but I don't want to do all that again. I'll just show you what I did the research before I listed. There were some still new, so how I decided to list this for $14.99 was that I saw some that they were new in box, and they were selling 2 of them for about $30. And so there weren't a whole lot of just solo ones. And so I decided, even though mine, it's got some like burn at the top, but the inside otherwise is pretty clean. I went ahead and decided to list it for $14.99. I think it's adorable. I love Halloween stuff so much. I can't remember if I got the Santa there too. I feel like I did. So I'll show you that as well. This Santa, again, if this was at a thrift store for, 3 or 4, my thrift stores have been out of control lately, by the way. If this had been at the thrift store for $3 or $4, I would have not probably gotten it. But gosh, what did I pay for this? Not a lot. So this guy, again, he's another one that you can put a candle in. After the fact, I noticed, I think he's got a missing candy cane. Like I see the base of a candy cane, but that was the only damage I could find on it. So that's awesome. And what did I list him for? Let's go peek. But I think I got him for like $1 or $2, not a whole lot. Did I not list him yet? No, there he is. Oh yeah, so I got him up for $19.99 right there. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much in the chat. Oh, me too, Terry. I feel like I was just talking to a friend of mine about this. This is an aside that I will share. I feel like, because I don't know if you know this, but I had COVID last year. Now you do. But I feel like I told my friend, I feel like I missed fall completely last year because I got my fall garden in, and then I got COVID in October, and we had COVID until December, mid-December. So I had COVID for 2.5 months. So I feel like fall was just wiped away from me, and I was so upset by that. That's my favorite season. My fall garden just got eaten by, squash beetles and stuff. I was very upset by that. Anyway, there's always this year. I got to get that going again. Okay. So where was I? Moving on. All right. Next items. Okay. These 2, again, holiday stuff. These are nesting dolls, and I like picking up nesting dolls when they are unique. if you find just the everyday ones, if they're cheap enough, I actually collect them. How bad do you want to see my mess? I'm going to hold my computer or turn it around. I can show you part of my collection, maybe. We'll see. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Raise you up. They're all up there. Can you kind of see them way up on the top of my... There's more. There's more on the other side over there. You're missing Mikhail Gorbachev over there because my grandmother had one with the Russian leaders. I don't know why. Anyway, and I have a bunch of like a few cat ones. I collect nesting dolls to an extent. So there's something that you could pick up. If they're like just the generic Matryoshka, and I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I mean, yeah, you could get them if they're a certain... I wouldn't pay a ton for them, but if you can look at them and see like, this is a really nice quality one. This has got amazing artwork on it. Or, you know, sometimes their dresses, there'll be some like scenes painted inside like their apron, and it's just like really cool. Or if you find unique ones, like these holiday ones. So I got these, I believe they were $1 a piece. It was pretty cheap. So I got both of those. This one, he's loose, but I did note that, you know, like it closes, but it's not a tight fit. So Snowman and Santa, and I think I picked them up. I can look. I can show you my notes so I can look and see. Hang on 1 second. Somebody else was asking me about that, you in the chat, and I don't know anything about it. So here's my Snowman one. I can look and see what I paid for them. I paid $1 for them. Okay. So I have them both up for $30. Again, my reason for that is when I looked up different nesting dolls that were holiday related, I didn't find these exact ones. I found other snowman ones. I found other Santa ones, sure. But again, it goes back to somebody's going to want a specific look, a specific style. Yeah, these are not the big round chunky ones. These are a little taller and more slender. So I was like, well, okay, I'm going to go with that. Yeah. You can definitely tell the quality of a nesting doll versus the dollar store. Yeah. I don't want to pull down. Well, maybe you can see her. Hang on, I'm going to turn it so you can kind of see. Because I've got one that I think it's the Firebird. I think it's telling the story of the Firebird. This one, you can kind of see, I can't zoom in on her. The one on the far, far end, you could see that she's got a scene painted on her stomach. But when you open them up, the scene on that is different. And I believe that one is telling the story of the Firebird. But I'll have to pull it down and look. Anyway, so that's just another tip. Or, you know, keep an eye out for nesting dolls if they're good quality and you can get them at a good price. This was the other thing I got there too. Another holiday item. I didn't know what this was. I mean, I knew it was a turkey, but I didn't realize till I started looking it up what it was. And I didn't go back and retake my pictures because I didn't want to. But so I got this turkey and it comes into 2 pieces. And at first I thought, do you all know what this is? Fun fact. You know, here's trivia time. Do you know what it is? Let's see if anybody in the chat knows. This cool, I mean, he's pretty cool, I think. This cool looking turkey, when I looked it up, what these grooves are for, there is a purpose for them, is, hang on, here's mine. I have mine up at $25. And what it's for is these grooves, you fold the napkins and you put the napkins in there like they're feathers poking up. So you can have like a colorful turkey feather napkin holder. You got it. Yeah. No Collectibles got it. You're the winner. Yeah, I had no idea. But we like Thanksgiving, you know, at my house, my family, but we don't like do the whole centerpiece and everything. We're just going to eat and hang out. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. And there were some other ones, but I think mine looks pretty good. I thought mine looked cooler than some of the other ones that I saw. That the wood was like thicker and like chunkier, like country style, you know. And this one's he's a little more refined. I think he needs a monocle. Anyway, I liked him, but he was, again, like 50 cents or something like that. So that'll be a good one. Another garage sale. So this was, did I get everything from that garage sale? Possibly. I think I got the fan there too. I almost used this fan in the thumbnail. Did I end up using, I used the fish. Okay. So this fan, again, I like to pick up fans. I actually have 2 fans to show you today. you can tell quality fans when you can look at the wood and see, that it's, I don't know, it feels solid. It feels more sturdy, right? I don't know. Anyway, so I picked up this fan. I can't remember if I've listed this one yet or not. And this one's got some cool dragons on it. I wish I could describe what I mean when I say it just feels like the wood feels more solid, the imagery, the paper is thicker. It doesn't look like it's just going to tear super easily. Oh, hi Marilyn, thank you. So this is one fan that I picked up at that garage sale. This was 50 cents or $1. Let me see if I ended up listing it already. Hang on. Because I'm sorry if the scrolling makes you dizzy. No, there's the other fan. No, I haven't listed this one just yet. I know I took the pictures of it. But likely it will go up, I'm guessing, for around $30. That's just my guesstimate. So again, taking $1, $30, you're looking at a good $20, $25 profit, somewhere in that range. Here's Mary. Hello. All right. So the other one, I have a story to tell. I went to another garage sale. They had a lot of Golden Girl stuff. So I got this fan. I got some buttons, some Golden Girl buttons. I feel like I spent, it was like $1 or so. It was really super cheap. But again, you can see that's like really sturdy. I listed this and I got a message from the artist that did these caricatures asking me to take my listing down. They messaged me on not eBay, on a different site. And so I did. I was like, okay, I'll take it down off of that site. But they were like, I have a licensing contract with, what was the name of this? Daft Boy. I have a licensing contract for Daft Boy to sell my stuff. If you want to sell my stuff, you need to buy a license. And I don't know what the rules, I don't know what the rules are on that as far as reselling. I know that there are certain brands, like I can't sell my OtterBox on eBay. Like there are certain brands that you can't flip on eBay. So I don't know. I just don't know. If I get messages to take down from the other sites, I will. But for the moment, I have it up, and hopefully it'll sell soon. So same deal. What do I have it up for? Let's go peek. I feel like I'm saying a lot too. So there it is. Yeah, I put it up at $26. I need to check on that on my shipping because I think that's higher. I don't know why it's up so high. And then the buttons, I also, where are they? Oh gosh, I know I posted them. Look away, it's scrolling. Yeah, the buttons I posted for $16.99, which again is also high. But I think I saw one of them, but I didn't see the other one. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put it. It's your fault. Okay. So there's that. What else have I not shown from over here? Shown all that stuff. Another garage sale I went to, I picked up a Christmas ornament. I like selling Christmas ornaments as well. This is a very blingy cowboy boot. It's actually plastic, made to look like glass. And so this was $1, and I believe I have it listed. I'm going to scroll over here without blinding you with it. I listed this for $15. So, you roll those little bits into more, and, you're doing great. Couple more things. This one I got at a garage sale where I bought 2 lamps that I was keeping. One was like this green slag glass. I shared a picture of it on Instagram. And then the turtle with the shell, that is the stained glass shell, that's already in my bedroom. So, but this was also there. And this is a really cool vase. I am not a glass expert. I'm just going to say right up front, there are amazing glass experts out there. I'm all the time in Jocelyn's group. What's it called? Old Things. What's the group called? It's like Old Things and More, Old Things and Pickard. I don't know. Anyway, I like lurk in that group and watch what people are showing with their glass stuff, because that's how I'm going to learn. But I knew that it was blown. There's like I always want to call it the fontanelle, but it's the pontil. It's a soft spot. But I could also see like the grooves in it from where it was like twisted. Let's see if I can get you to see it. You can kind of see it right there where it's like the grooves are there, where they twisted it. And then this vase, I couldn't find, I mean, I saw a couple that had been sold. I saw one that was up for on Worth Point. And I ended up listing mine for, a friend of mine shared with me what the Worth Point one sold for. And what did I end up selling? I put mine up for like 100 and something. So yeah, I put mine up for 115. Where did they go? Hang on, scrolling again. Sorry, peeps. Yeah, I put mine up for 115 because I didn't see another one up right now just like it. The colors are gorgeous. There's somebody, it's going to be somebody's colors, that cobalt blue and the green. Someone's going to love it. I sold an orange vase that I got at Goodwill. I picked it up for like $12.99 or something, and I ended up selling it for like $125. So I didn't hesitate to put a higher price on this. I think it's somebody's going to really want it, and I don't mind waiting. So there's that. Okay. Oh, you just sold a. I don't want to try to say your shad. I'm going to say it wrong. Okay, sold Spanish vintage fan 6 months ago for about $50. Yeah. Yeah, the licensing and having done stuff through with print on demand, like I don't want to mess around with people's licenses and all that. Because every now and then somebody will say, that's my design or that's my image, or I don't need all that. I don't need all that mess. Okay, a couple more things. I got this. Are you ready to see this beauty? I got this guy at a garage sale for $1. He's a remote controlled rat. And he's not working. This is heartbreaking to me, by the way. I was really, really disappointed that he's not working. You poor thing. But I think I'm still going to sell him because somebody might be, he's not corroded. Like I opened it up. There's no corrosion. It may just be that the wiring or something needs to be dealt with or looked at. This little piece is not staying on here. So that's something I have to figure out. There we go. Okay. But somebody who knows better than me might be able to like fiddle with it and get him going. Isn't it? I know he's like ugly cute, right? Isn't he? He's awful. He's wonderful. He's awful wonderful. He's awful wonderful. There you go. But the only one of him that I could find was on this like Spirit Halloween fan page, right? And he was out in 2008, and when he was originally out, he was $16.99. So to me, that doesn't mean anything. One, it means he's scarce because I can't find him. Two, I don't care about $16.99. If he was working and I couldn't find another one of him, I'd probably list him for like $50 or $60 because he's come on. Look at him. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, the bottom of him says Big Lots, not Party City. I just noticed that. But when I looked at, I'm going to look it up again. I'm going to look around one more time. But because I was doing the search based off of that. With him not working, I just don't know. Like I can see his wires in there and everything. So somebody may be able to like mess around with him and fix him up. So I might still try to post him or put him up, I don't know, $15 or so. Even as a decor item. I mean, somebody might just want this crazy rat. I think somebody could probably fix him or get some new innards, give him new innards and bring him to life again. He's got more life in him, that's for sure. Then I got this brass sleigh and reindeers, and it turns out that the chains are twisted up. I like to pick up brass figural stuff. This was $2, so I definitely couldn't leave it behind. And when I looked it up, it turns out this is a vintage Lefton, which is a pretty good brand. Sleigh and reindeers. Mine needs to be cleaned. It has damage on the nose, like some, I don't know, just like patina or something. I don't know. He needs to be cleaned up. I don't usually do that because some people like the rustic, distressed look. So a lot of times I won't mess with that. The ones that I did find of this particular style, hang on. We're going to scroll again. If you look away if it bothers you. So I listed it for $90, which I know is, again, this was my late night crazy listing party with myself, where I was like I was delirious with fatigue and talking myself into high prices. So I was like, well, I'll just do it. List it for $90. Somebody can send me an offer. The other one, there was another left-in one that was up for right around the same price. There are some that are lower, but I figure, well, I'll put it up and then we'll just see. Somebody might send me an offer on it, but you never know. So that's why I went with that. Okay. And then finally, you there, babe? Not finally. I just remembered I have two other things over here. I actually didn't even look. I did not open these when I was at the garage sale. The garage sale where I got all the shoes and the purses. I got these two inflatable costumes, and they were $2 a piece. I didn't even look and see what they were because I was just so enthralled with how much I was getting for so cheap. I was like, I'll just get them and we'll go open them at home. But it turns out that both of them, there's the green one and then there's a red one. They're both the dinosaurs, and they're like the one, it makes it look like you're riding the dinosaur. Let me pop that open for you over here so you can see. Where'd it go? Here it is. That's not it. Here it is. So it looks like these, like this riding dinosaur inflatable costume, right? So paid $2 a piece on them. One of them is this red one that has the horn in the front. So I have to see what the sizes are, if they're kids sizes or adult sizes. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But it looks like they're about $25 a piece on those. So good deal. That'll be, if I end up selling them, my kids may take them and just, that's the end of that, right? So yeah, that's cool too. And then finally, at that estate sale, I picked up these wood coasters. Coasters are another thing that are really usually pretty cheap at garage sales. If you're new and when I started reselling, I started with $35, and that was just my MO. I would give myself $35. I would go out because I didn't have a bunch of money to blow on thrifting or garage selling or whatever. I had $35, and once I made money from all of the things that I had and I sold, then I would go out and I tried to maintain just that $35 for the longest time until I really started making more money off the stuff I sold. So it really forced me to be very particular in the things I picked up. One, I didn't have a lot of space. I didn't have, I was really new with shipping. So I would try to find stuff small and cheap and things that weren't going to be hard for me to ship or break. And so I was okay, and I'm still okay with, spending a dollar or two on something and making $20 and then doing it again. Or at the time, like I did a lot more, buying something for a quarter and flipping it for $15, and maybe I only make $10 off of it. But over and over and over again, it literally led to where I am now, where I could, pay my bills and do okay. So start where you are, and then I got off on a tangent, but that coasters was something that I was like, okay, they look good, Pimpernel, they're cool, they've got a cool design, I can pick them up, cheap and sell them, so I still have an affinity for selling coasters. Yeah. Okay. So I think I've hit everything that I was going to show you today. I definitely have more stuff that I've bought lately, but I just wanted to come on and make this video today. Again, here goes my little soapbox. Start where you are. And I know not everybody does this. Everybody has their own reason for doing this, but becoming financially secure and stable is really extremely important. And it's extremely important to me. And I hope that any information that I can impart will help in your endeavors, in your journey to get. And I say this to my sister all the time, like, it seems like a small thing now, but you don't know where it's going to lead you. It may seem like, it's insignificant or it's not enough to really do anything with, but you don't know with what you're learning and what you're doing and where your path is where it's going to take you, and what information you're learning now is going to be beneficial in your future. So yeah. So take it and just keep going with it and follow your path. Stevie wants to know how fast I ship. Usually I have my shipping set for 1 to 2 business days. I used to do next day shipping on all my stuff. But after COVID, I had a lot of anxiety. And so that really stressed me out. So I had to give myself a little bit more of a window. Whenever I we do a lot of road trips. And so I will stretch my shipping out for longer when we do that, so that I don't have to shut my store down. And I can just say, I'll ship in 5 days or whatever, whenever we're going to be back. I'm so glad you can do it, Chris. Yeah. Okay, let me go. Let me go look through the chat real fast because I didn't get a chance. So if you're done and you're like, okay, I don't want to listen to you talk to people I don't know, then thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm going to go talk in the chat for just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let me scroll back just a teensy bit. Okay. Yay. Oh, it's Marilyn. Okay. I saw the name and I was like, wait a second. I don't know who that is. I know that eBay updates everything now. It's now eBay managed payments instead of PayPal. Yeah. It's okay. I just do what they do. I just do what they've got. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I love the vintage stuff. Oh, Mary, I'm so glad you're here. Look him up on Worth. Oh yeah, okay. The rat. Hang on. Trying to, because I know I saw some questions. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, Sammy's question. If I missed your question or something you want me to address, pop it in there again, because I did. List perfectly. On Etsy, does it populate the tags or give suggestions? It does. Well, if you put the tags in, then it'll put them in there for you. Yeah. Does it give suggestions? I don't know about that it gives suggestions, but it gives a place where you can put what tags you want it to put into Etsy for sure. So I really, it's really, I mean, I know it sounds like a commercial, but it really has saved so much time for me. Like, that's why I wasn't sure if I listed some of these things, because like I got them into list perfectly and I maybe still needed to tweak a few things. So I hadn't made them live yet. So yeah. But I've been able to like once I put like 3 things in and get them all ready to go, I can put them on eBay, Etsy, Mercari, like super double fast. I haven't gotten back on Poshmark. I don't know that I'm going to. I just don't. I don't sell a whole lot of clothes and other things, so I wasn't doing great on Poshmark anyway. And I'm having an issue with Mercari too. Tell me if y'all have had this. On Mercari, I may make a whole nother video about this, but they're changing my prices. And it's not, I know they have the like smart pricing where they'll like lower your price every day to get to a certain level, but it's not that. Like I've had to go back and double check things a few times because I don't do the smart pricing, and I've gone back in and like they give you a suggested price, like this is what this type of item is selling for, $17. And I'll have something that I'm trying to list for 40, and I'll put 40 in, and then I'll go and do something, I'll go back and look, and the price has been adjusted to what their suggested price was. And so, oh, you stopped Mercari because you had problems. I had something like that happen with an item that I ended up canceling the sale because I did not list it for that price. And what was it? It was a big item too. I mean, something that I had listed for like $75 and it sold for like $17 or so, like $20. It was like, whoa, what? And so I hated canceling the sale, but it was an error, that some kind of glitch with Mercari, that I was like, that's not okay. So no. Yeah. It really kind of freaked me out because it kept happening. And so I've been checking every day because I went through and listed a bunch of stuff, made sure that I had the right price on there, then later in the day, I looked at it and the price was their suggested price. It wasn't even like over multiple days when they do the smart pricing and they drop it each day. It was like the same day, and it was down like $20 off of what I had originally. It was like, yeah, it's awful. People couldn't find you on Mercari. Yikes. I mean, I make sales there. Like I make a sale or two, every couple days. So Poshmark is best for you right now. No clothes at all. You do mainly vintage and hard goods. Okay. What was the reason too? There was another reason on Poshmark that I was like, oh, I can't search. That's the thing. So I know I can take it off on List Perfectly. It'll take it down for me. But sometimes I like to do it manually, or if I'm out and about, like I want to do it on my phone real fast. Like there's no search bar to like search, like Santa votive. I have to like scroll through all my stuff to find it and like take it off. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, there was another question. I see something else. Yeah, I'm on the fence right now with Mercari because I don't like that. I don't like what do you call the faux gem that comes to a point? Like a Rivoli? Like there's a stone called a Rivoli that comes to a point like that. I think that's what you mean. Oh yeah, JPGR mom said Rivoli. Is Worth Point worth it? I don't pay for Worth Point. I don't have it. Only recently, like for the longest time, I rarely ever needed it. And only maybe because I started doing hard goods again, I've had to ask a friend of mine like a couple times, like, do you mind again? Sorry, can you look us up? I only found it on Worth Point. So I don't want to spend any money. So I don't want to spend money on so I haven't done it. I think it might be worth it, especially if I continue to have to ask my friend. I don't feel like that's right. If it's once like every now and then, okay. But yeah. Lots of sold. Okay. I'm looking real fast. Oh yeah. Could I do a video on how I organize my products plus shipping? Do I recycle packaging? Not usually. Yeah, I need to badly do my inventory stuff because I was just doing jewelry. So all of the ways I organize my hard goods kind of went out the window. So I have to reorganize now. So it's perfect timing. I recorded a little bit of some shipping, but I need to get a few more things shipped so I can do that. And then as far as recycling packaging, I will recycle like bubble wrap or pillows, like packing pillows, but I don't. Oh my God, you guys. That scared me. Hang on. Oh my God, you guys. If you know who that is, that's my alarm. But if you know who was saying that, anyway, drop it there. You get mad props. But yeah, I don't use other stuff that's not. I don't know. Yeah, it just kind of depends. And now there's bulk sharing your closet. Okay, I may have to look at that. I switched to Poshmark too. I mean, it would be super easy for me to do it because, with List Perfectly, I would just have to select everything and just click go to Poshmark, and it would just like shoot it all over to Poshmark and be like, done. I can do it in a day and get all like 300 items up in a day. So yeah, that's the thing too. Like I'll share it if I'm there and think about it, but I know I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. Let's see. WorthPoint has auction value, subscription basis, and it's expensive. Okay. I just Google. Yeah, I Google. Poshmark searches think, yeah. WorthPoint goes so far back, the solds may no longer be accurate. Well, this is true too. Like if I find out that this rat sold 20 years ago for $50, but I think that was the deal with this vase too. The one that my friend found on WorthPoint, I think it sold for like $60, but it was a number of years ago, maybe like 7 years ago. So you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt too, right? Because you just list it for what you want, right? I don't know. That may not be great advice, but that's what I do. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Less perfectly video. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. Nobody said what my ringtone was. That was Lumpy Space Princess. She's saying, "Oh my glob, you guys, drama bomb." So okay. Oh, bubble wrap is expensive. Yeah, if it's clean, I'll reuse it. Bubble wrap, like packing pillows, totally. The rat is on Worth Point. It's called Dirty Rat. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look up Dirty Rat. I love him. I love him. Maybe he should have been in my thumbnail instead of the fish, but that might have scared people off. Okay, you guys, thank you for hanging out. I really hope that. Oh, this is true. Twisted. I could split the cost and share the Worth Point account with my friend. I wonder if it's allowed. Worth Point. Give me a free subscription. Anyway, that doesn't happen. All right. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I hope that you were able to get some good tips and motivation today. And I will see you on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Bye.